everyone, today I'm going to be talking about ancestor veneration. Alright, first I want to explain what ancestor veneration is. I'm going to really explain what ancestor veneration really resonates with me. I will try to keep it as broad and universal as it can be, but basically it's the practice of honoring your ancestors and those that came before you and your lineage and your history. Basically, it's a good way to connect with yourself in a deeper sense and to connect with even your family in a deeper sense. Your ancestors are here to give you guidance and protection, even if you're aware of it or not. There are many ways you can venerate your ancestors that connect with your immediate family and your ancestors. I'm going to give broad, anyone can use ways to venerate your ancestors. I do want to say this though, because I have noticed that people who've been doing this never use your ancestors to just get blessings in life. It's very it's disrespectful. It's very disrespectful just to want to offer them something and have a blessing or be like, oh, my ancestors aren't working hard enough for me. It's very disgusting. It's very disrespectful. Your ancestors are always with you, and you should remember that. They were never ever gonna leave. They love you deeply. A good chant I usually use to venerate them, to call upon them, to channel them, either or. I say, my dear ancestors, the ones who have my highest good and who desire to protect and guide me to my most authentic and loving self, please come to me to provide me with the messages and the protection that I asked for. And again, this isn't something that I word for word use. You can change it up a bit too. It's however you want to ask for them within that moment, even if it's just for a good chit chat to hang out with them. I do also want to say, you don't need a bunch of things like candles, an altar. All you need is yourself, because I know circumstances happen where you're living with someone who doesn't morally agree with what you're doing, and I understand that. But if you are using just yourself, good 5-minute meditation. If you're not a meditation head like I am, I'm not really good at just sitting and meditating for 30 minutes. You can do a 5-minute meditation just to call upon them. It doesn't have to be a long, fancy meditation. It can literally be you can read a book and meditate. Meditating is how you view calmness with the mind. If you want to work on a passion, say it's writing, say it's, cooking, you can call upon them to help you with ingredients, things you can implement in the book that you're writing, things like that. That's a good way to venerate them, just with your vessel. Another good way to venerate with just using your vessel is hang out with family. Of course, your ancestors are your family, so hanging out with family members that you know you're cool with, or even having community, your chosen family, having that community and allowing that space for your ancestors to be with you. I am kind of new to offering my ancestors offerings because I just recently got an altar like 2 months ago. Longer than that, but I upgraded my altar. But white candles are really good. You don't even need like a big candle. You can use like a Walmart tiny candle and offer it to them and chit chat, and they're gonna as long as you clarify why you're offering your offer, the candle, they're gonna love it. They're not gonna reject it. They're not gonna say anything about that. I offer my candles a lot, and they love it. They're always here with me, and I love chit-chatting with them when I light my candles. And all right, we're gonna move to food and drinks. Usually I would give food or coffee, black coffee, because I know my great grandma, she really loved her black coffee. And try to give foods that you know your ancestors would have loved, or if you had a family member that passed, give them a dish that you know they would have loved. I feel like they would appreciate that way more than just looking up on TikTok what you should give them food and drink wise. And of course, you can give them water. Who doesn't love good water? Flowers and herbs. I would say stick with, again, give them the flowers and herbs that you know they would love. If family members had gardens or used to just get flowers a lot or herbs a lot, give them something you know they would love. I know for me, cinnamon. I love cinnamon. And you can use like something that represents certain aspects, like again, cinnamon kind of represents prosperity. I offer that to my ancestors. Roses, hibiscus. I know spirit usually appreciates roses, rosemary, things like that. You can give them oils. You can put herbs in oils, essential oils. If they loved oils when they were here living on Earth. Moving on to personal items, I would highly suggest that because I feel if they really were, attached to that thing, to that item, or if they really loved it, they used it a lot, they would have most definitely appreciate that. They would most definitely be here with that as well. And if, say with jewelry, if you got it from an aunt or a great grandmother or anything like that passed wearing it, they would appreciate that, you wearing something that they valued when they were on Earth. You can write them letters or poems, a thank you poem, a letter. They would most definitely appreciate that. You don't have to do these offerings every day. You can set aside a day out of the week to connect with them. It doesn't have to be something that, because I know in the spiritual community, people believe that you have to constantly do that. Your ancestors value your well-being, so feeling as though you have to constantly talk to them, and sometimes they don't even want to talk to you, so it's best to if you know you get quickly drained through the sources, or spirit or God or whatever you believe in, it's best to set aside a day out of a week or out of 2 weeks or a month. It doesn't have to be every single day. I do want to suggest, when you are calling upon your ancestors, try to find signs that you can recognize that your ancestors are here with you. I know for me there are certain signs that I can feel or see or hear that clarify that my ancestors are here with me. That is all for this video. It's pretty short. I'm usually never making short videos, but I just felt like I had to make this video for someone, whoever hears it. If it resonates with you, I appreciate your presence and your ears for these 10 minutes. If you enjoyed, you can subscribe, like, any of that jazz. I hope you guys have a great evening, night, morning, afternoon, either or. Bye.